Chef Mike, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you in the big show, and we're talking about Flipper's Seafood Grill and Oyster Bar, as you can see behind us here. Chef Mike, what are we going to be preparing today?
Today we're going to prepare one of our custom pastas that we do at the restaurant. It's a collection of all the local seafood. We toss it in with a Creole sauce, penne pasta, Parmesan cheese, a little garlic. We feel like it's a reflection of what we do down here. It's good local seafood and done in a custom way. So. And
every ingredient you mentioned is one of my favorites. So I think when it comes together, I'm really going to like it. Tell us a little bit about Flipper's.
Well, we're located 3.5 miles past the intersection of 161 in Orange Beach. We're at the end of Canal Road. We're down in Bear Point Marina. We're right on the water. We have a beautiful marina there with the tall-masted sailboats. It's a wonderful place to have lunch. It's beautiful sunsets. We have dolphin cruises. The Cold Mill Dolphin Fleet goes out of there every day during this, once we get operational. It's nice and warm out there.
Yeah.
They are home to the marina, and that's one of our features there. We have a little menu that goes along with the dolphin cruises. We also feature 80 Boys ice cream. This is one of our owners' great dreams, was to be able to put that homemade ice cream recipe into mass production so everybody could taste this wonderful homemade recipe. We incorporate this into our bushwhackers, our pina coladas. They are the best on the island, and I know everybody will tell you that, but I can tell you personally they are absolutely the best.
So we've got homemade ice cream, we've got dolphin cruises, we've got delicious seafood. We've got a lot going on there. You got to check it out.
Well, I cut and cook all the steaks. I worked at Nolan's for 12 years. I worked that steer butt steak. We have nothing but choice beef there. We have local seafood. We have Alabama Gulf shrimp. We use Alberta tomatoes. We use Kropinski Farm strawberries to top our ice cream during the season. Ooh. We've got it going on. We'd love to have you.
So with this dish, when we come back, we're going to get it started. What are we going to do when we come back? What are the folks going to see when they stick around?
Well, initially what we'll do, we'll start with, we'll work with our, we'll kind of pre-start with our vegetables just to soften them a little bit. Then we will fold in our seafood, and then we'll use a little white wine in here just to kind of deglaze and get all the goodies off the pan. Then we'll fold in our Bienville sauce and then our pasta at the end, whip it in, and it's a very fast dish. 6 to 8 minutes if you do this at home. It can be done, and it's a great meal if you wanted to do this at home. Ladies, don't be timid. It's like, well, you can do this, so we'd love to show it to you.
And Chef Mike's going to show you how to do that right here on Studio 10 in just a little bit. We'll be back in a little while. Sarah?
Welcome back here to Studio 10. We are in the kitchen with Chef Michael Myers from Flipper's Restaurant, and we are admiring the layout here as we get set to make our seafood jubilee, which looks, we can see the finished product. It looks delicious. And you say we can actually do this on our own.
I'm a firm believer in all you have to do is just take the first step. It's very easy to assemble. Most of the ingredients are available locally. A little butter, a little shrimp stock, any of our local shrimp, crab meat, scallops, all available. We do it right in the pan. The only little head start we have is we'll pre-cook our pasta, just so we can fold it right into the dish.
And speaking of our pan, it is hot. So what are we going to put in here?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a little butter and a little bit of this is shrimp stock. This is one of the keys to good cooking is stocks. So what we're going to do first is we're going to kind of let that kind of reduce a little bit, put our butter in with our stock. The stock helps you to keep from burning or having your seafood stick. It's one of the real keys, not just to flavor, but it helps your stuff to release from the pan.
Oh, good
So that's
to know.
what we're going to do first. We're going to run this up real high. That's a very quick, fast dish.
And it looks like we have, what kind of vegetables have we chopped up already?
We've chopped up some red and green bell peppers. We're going to use this. It's a very colorful dish. The red is a little sweeter. It's a pepper that's taken a little farther on the vine. That's hence the sweet red bell pepper. A little bit of julienne onion, a little bit of green bell pepper. We're going to put that in there. This is probably going to be a little, but we're going to make a large pasta so you guys have something to eat when I'm gone.
Okay. We'll do that.
This is a little bit bigger than I would do at the restaurant. This is the size that we do at the restaurant. We have several other pastas, the shrimp Alfredo, a spicy New Orleans shrimp and chicken and sausage pasta.
Sounds good. So we're cooking, we're kind of softening our vegetables. We've already cooked our pasta.
Yes.
Okay, so after we get our vegetables a little soft, what do we do next? What's our next step to prepare for?
We're going to go ahead and fold in our seafood. We don't want these to get too far ahead. Remember, the seafood will cook pretty quickly.
Okay.
I mean, these are a little bit bigger shrimp. You can use any size. One of the nice things to do is take the tails off your shrimp. After you clean them, take the tails off because it's very inelegant for you to be eating your shrimp and having to pull the tails off. This is something you want just do ahead of time. If you're cooking for guests, it's the nice thing to do on there. So let's go ahead and just bring in our shrimp, our local. This is all local stuff. So the scallops, of course, we don't do too much farming out here, but all the crab meat and everything else. Now you can add your crab meat a little bit farther into the recipe.
And now what are we adding?
This is a seasoned salt.
Okay.
I make my own at the restaurant. You could use
Smells
something like a
good.
Cavender's, if you have a favorite, Mrs. Dash, if you're looking for a little lower salt thing. This is a blend of seasoned salts that I make at the restaurant.
Okay.
But a Chef Paul Seafood Magic would be a wonderful blend in here.
Very good. While this stuff is cooking, we're going to let this do its thing a little bit, and we're going to have Joe finish this up with you when he comes back. You have to flip the pan, though, huh?
Well, that's the fun part. That's the fun part. You don't at home. I know you're going to use a spatula or a pair of tongs.
Yeah.
I'm a flipper. That's why I work there.
Perfect. All right, Chef Michael, we will come back and Joe will finish this up with you. Joe, how good does this look?
Very good. We are excited to be finishing up the Seafood Jubilee with Chef Mike from Flipper's Restaurant. What else do we have to do, Chef Mike?
Welcome back. We've added our crab meat and a little bit of fresh garlic. We've got this running pretty high now.
I'll help you out with that.
That's right. I'm used to gas. I like to see the flame.
The thermal cooktop is nice. It heats it up super fast. You just got to get used to it.
What we've done, we've added a little bit of wine just to kind of deglaze our pan and to knock off all those nice crusty little goodies that are in there. We just let that reduce just for a second. You see it getting nice and tight again.
Right.
Burn off that alcohol a little bit. We all know about that from New Year's Eve.
True.
Okay. We're almost at that point. We're going to fold in our Bienville sauce. Now, this is a sauce, a custom sauce that we make at the restaurant.
All right.
So if you're making this at home, this is a crawfish mushroom base. You could use a condensed gals. You could use a condensed cream of mushroom in here to substitute for that. Or if you're really nice and call me at the restaurant, I would probably share it with you. So please.
Only if you're really nice, though, folks. So start being nice for Santa's list next year. All right, so we are doing that.
A little bit of heavy cream, just to soften the Bienville sauce to get it to a nice texture. We're going to gotta have fresh grated Parmesan cheese.
My favorite. My favorite. All right, so while you're doing that, while you're finishing it up, you also wanted to mention a few more things about Flippers.
Well, something most people don't realize is we have a wonderful tiki bar outside, and we have probably a collection of some of the best local entertainment that's been assembled. We have a open mic night where we have some great guys on, playing the harp, playing the guitar, playing the banjo. It's very nice out there.
Don't miss that. Sounds fantastic. We're ready to plate this up. We've got about 20 seconds left, Chef Mike.
All right, let's do this.
Look at him move. He is moving here in the kitchen.
We're going to save that for the cameraman because he's been nice to me.
Yeah, it's all about being nice, I guess, with Chef Mike and Flippers.
All right, and we've grilled off some Gambino's garlic bread here. You got to have a little garlic bread on there. We're going to put a little more parm on there for the pretty. And this is just chop leeks. This is more for letting you get a look at it.
We will take a shot of this when we come back. We have just finished it up. We'll be right back with more Studio 10.